Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome. We are going to be playing some Dream Daddy today. I'm also going to quickly check on something, because my PNG tuber has been, like, really lagging lately, and I'm trying to see why it's lagging. I'm going to pull it up real quick. Technical difficulties, never fun. Dream Daddy. Sting? Okay, that's better. Alright. We're just gonna leave it to that. Alright, let me double check my volume is alright. My desktop audio seems to be a little low. That might be a little too loud now. I can probably turn myself down a little bit. We are going after the problematic man himself. Ooh, I want to be at this dad book, I think. I think that's where I want to be. But, yes, we are going after the problematic man himself. And also my reactive PNG tuber is lagging again, as always. I'm gonna need to mess with that. You need an update, but I wanted to check my volume. I wanted to make sure I wasn't too loud. Why, thank you, Google Play. Give me 2 seconds while I test my volume. Because I'm not hearing... Oh, now I got my desktop audio really loud. I don't need that. Hi, Sins. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm kind of messing with settings because this game is so loud. I'm trying to turn down my voice. And now it's going to repeat because I have that up. But yeah, thank you! We're going to go after Mr. Problematic himself, the cult leader himself. We'll have to see. Like, I have more achievements that I have to get. I have to. But, oh my gosh. This man, I love him to bits and pieces. Like, honestly, he was one of the... Okay, I'm gonna go back real quick. So, Robert The scruffy man himself is my absolute all-time favorite. Joseph, I hate him with a burning passion, but I love him with a burning passion, and I hate it. But yeah, oh my gosh, settings always, especially as you change games. But we're gonna go after Joseph because I've gone after all of the other dads to get the achievements. I still have more achievements that I have to get, but they are currently going to be on hold for the moment. I just wanted to go through each of the dads because this gave me an indie game that I could play on a Tuesday after a long day at work. Oh my god, today was a long day at work, but I made it through. The bad thing is that today wasn't even a long day. I got out an hour and a half early because I flexed my overtime I had from Monday and just got home and took a nap. Oh, where's my water bottle? Have it on hand. There it is. We'll see how well my voice goes. Also, I will be messaging you either on Twitter or Discord later today to try to plan stuff out for Friday. Because if need be, we can start later or earlier, potentially. And then if you have anybody else who you think might want to join us, let me know. I just know there's a lot of people who are very, very busy. I'm trying to convince Ryan to join us too, because he gets out of work. Oh no, he doesn't work on Friday. I think I could steal Ryan, and then we can have 3 of us. You're off at 5 p.m. Eastern? Okay, okay. So if need be, let me know if you're running late or if you need to cook some food first or like make up some food. You're out at 4 p.m. But still, if we need to delay it by a little bit, let me know and I will put out a tweet. And then we can delay it by a little bit. And then we can decide if we want to play road trip or if we want to play camp. Or if we want to play prom, because I haven't honestly played prom, but Monster Camp and Monster Road Trip steal my soul on a regular basis, and I love them to bits and pieces. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. No, you shouldn't, Phantom. That's okay. One nice thing about Road Trip is that if I start it up, we can all play on the same game. From what I've seen, they have like an ability for you to be able to play it with people without them having to be there. I haven't tested it yet, but I've heard people talk about it. But yeah, so either way, I'll set up a little group either in Discord or I'll message with you and Ryan and then say, hey, what are we interested in? Otherwise, we all love Monster Camp, and Monster Camp is fantastic. Chef's kiss. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? The timing of that. Also, they're supposed to do it for each of them. I must have that image too big right now because it's just doing 1. There should be like 3 of them running around. Also, I hate Joseph with a burning passion because he is a cheating man. Through and through. And I don't support that. Which again is a reason why I love this man to bits for certain reasons, and I hate this man with burning passion. Heck yeah, we're gonna go seduce the priest. He's my last dad I have to get the dating achievements for, so we're gonna go and do his 3 dates. In theory, that'll take me about an hour, hour and a half, and that'll be the stream for Tuesday. Because again, my Tuesday streams are usually pretty chill. But yeah, we're gonna go seduce Joseph, and we're gonna try and break him up with his wife Mary because she deserves better. And maybe we'll see if it's actually true, if they have some of the cult, like, DLC stuff. Yeah, corruption on this good Christian channel! Or in my case, this good, not really Catholic anymore Catholic channel. Okay. I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempts. Maybe not too Jesus-y. Light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he gonna pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? He's gonna pray on him. Hey, for me, I'm like, okay, I get it. My church, when I was younger, was very welcoming, was very sweet. It's just, I take the morals of it. I've, like, my family was great in the religious aspect of we were Catholic, and we had a lot of friends who were Mormon, Jewish, Christian, uh, Presbyterian, anything and everything. I had a few people who were Wiccan, and like my mom was very open of saying, okay, this is what I'm going to teach you, but I'm allowing you the options to be able to branch out and see what's different and see what these other religions hold, and I'm not going to judge you for what you choose to do. But she wanted to make sure that we had like the morals in the sense of this is how you should treat other people. These excuse me, these are some of the expectations that society may have for you. And then this is me trying to teach you how to survive out in the world, basically. So I'm kind of like, I'm here with all of my little crystals and stuff and teaching myself bits and pieces of Wiccan, because honestly, like things flow really well. But I'm it's a lot of self-teaching. So it's very different than if you have like if you're going to like a church, in my opinion. Just because if you go into like a church of any religion, they're gonna like guide you. And I'm like, I'm going on this nice little self-taught adventure to find myself. And I honestly think it's going pretty well. I have been a lot happier lately as I've been like branching out into my own things. And I'm like, this is good for me. This is good for me. This is good for my mental self. I'm like, this is good. And everybody should be able to have that option to be able to find their best self and just like find their happiness and be happy. Because that's what everybody should be doing while they're here. But yeah, talking to Joseph, huh? Ah, I love Manda Panda. She's our daughter. Look at my beautiful, my beautiful little dude. I love him. Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passage? Ice cream socials? Khakis? First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. Which is true for Joseph. He's also a big weirdo who's obsessed with boats. Again, there's reasons I love Joseph and I hate Joseph. There's a difference. You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for inviting me to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Yeah, no. Yes, the dad is seducing the youth minister. We went after Craig the buff dad last week, and I was so happy. I let Ryan choose my dads that I was going after. Robert is one that I've done before, and Damien's one I've done before, so I was trying to skip them so I could do ones that I haven't finished, so says my achievements. I'm astounded I never finished Joseph, because I've cosplayed as this bitch. Like, Joseph, I don't think I have access to those pictures. I'll tweet them out later of me as Joseph and Robert as like a send-off to the Dream Daddy, like everything. Because they're wild. They are wild. I think I might, if you look at my TikTok, there might be TikToks of them as well towards the bottom. From many, many moons ago. Me getting distracted. I'll read as I scroll through my TikTok. Fine, fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. Smiley face. Smiley is a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. This cheatin' man. What'd he say? Hi, Phantom. If you're not doing anything, in a little bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'd be a blast. So let me know. Joseph. I'm not going to be able to do too many voices because last week, I did too many dating sim games and I started losing my voice, and I'm worried that if I try and do drastic voices this week, that I'm just going to lose my voice completely. Which is why I have a water bottle sitting in front of me to help me not lose my voice. He uses a lot of exclamation points. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with the the tilde. Of course. I signed my name like that. I feel like that's a call out. I'm willing to let it slide this time. Oh. I respond back. Sounds like fun. I thought it was just gonna end at Phantom. And I'm like, that sounds like a weird sort of Fanta off-brand. Phanto. Oh, I found my Joseph stuff, since I'm gonna send you one of them. I have Ryan as my Mary. I don't know if the volume's on this one anymore. Look at this shit cosplay. And then if you look around there, it's way down there. I know there's more than... I need to stop looking at this. Okay. Alright. They're all on my TikTok. So, they're wild. I'll post some of those as my send-off. Okay. For Dream Daddy when I switch to my new game next week. Well, I guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore? Oh. Amanda stares at me unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops. That is one of the many that I have. If you scroll down a ways, they're back when I was in my college dorm. That tells you how long. Let me look at the date on that bitch. Is there like, you have to scroll far. But then if you go right past that, 2017! It's when the game first came out. I forgot I did do that. But I have some beautiful Robert ones that are just past it. I styled both of those wigs the same night. And I cried because I loved them. I still have that Joseph wig styled. He's somewhere in my wig stash. We don't talk about that. Yeah, it was September of 2017. Oh, it was August of 2017 that I first cosplayed as him. Alright, I'm gonna go stop looking at those. Alright. And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Phantom. Oh, what if they hang a bunch of... What if they hang up a bunch of crosses? Or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do I pray before dinner? During dinner? Over the porcelain babies? Thank you for joining me. I should have some fun. I know parts of this story. I just don't think I've done the last date with him before, so it's gonna be fun to see what happens. But enjoy your dinner, and I will chat with you later. Thank you for joining me. The door begins to creak open, a shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Phantom? Door opens the rest away. It's Joseph's eldest. Oh, what's his name? Hey. Hey, fuck. I think he's Christian. Damn it! It's Chris. Chris, right. Hi again. I'm Phantom. I know what your name is. Oh yeah, we met at the barbecue. How is, Please don't say it. Jesus? Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad, Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home? That was a great first impression. For a moment, I wondered if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, he peeks his head around the corner. Oh. Phantom, you made it. Joseph approaches with his arms wide. I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. That's the kind of self-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on it. Hey. Joseph leads me to a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming. Hey. I believe you've met Chris, who left you outside. Chris? Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's alright, but next time, be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish in the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Yeah. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world. Plus, being one of the eldest in a big family can't be easy. Oh. We try to cut him a little slack where we can. And here are the twins. Christian, Chrissy. Say hello to Phantom. I hate that he dresses them all in the blues and the pinks. Hello, Father. Hello, Phantom. Oh. Kids, come on, dial back on the creepy twin schlick. Creepy twin stick? I'm an Eggamon! You two say, come play with us, Danny? Oh no. Twins stare up in an unblinking unison. Come play with us, Danny. Joseph covers his mouth and looks away, but he clearly is holding back a big laugh. This is it. This is my Dad World Series. Okay, now say, please help us, Mothra. Please help us, Mothra. Oh. No, I can't take it. Joseph is trying his best not to break in front of his kids. The twins seem to be catching on and look eager to bust their dad. But can we keep it up? Go something obscure! Now, say, he who walks behind the rose. The twins tilt their head in confusion. Uh-oh. He walks? He who behind some rose? The room is silent besides Joseph, absolutely losing his mind. That last flub really sealed it. Children of the Corn? Really? Is that not mainstream? Am I off my game? Something fierce today? Great job, guys. We're scary. I was very scared. Joseph can't take it anymore. Despite his quiet protestations, he's laughing pretty hard into his hand. Kids are giggling with him. The twins, obviously pleased with the new arsenal of spooky weapons, leave the room to terrorize the rest of the community. My work here is done. Yes. I'm going to be hearing those lines for weeks. Next time we hang out, I'll try to teach them some lines from the thing. Alright, so it looks like we've got a bit of troublemaker on our hands. You think you can out-trouble a career pro? I don't know about that. I'm suddenly interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now?
Oh.
That doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your children from finding creative ways to kill themselves. He's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on a surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. We're gonna look at the bookshelf. Perfectly sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines. Hyenas of the Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of the Antarctic, and so on and so forth. Seems like Joseph really likes a good adventure. Unless this is a Mary thing. Who knows? Next to them are a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covered all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens. He is a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf, there's a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, they must be Mary. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. The 8th installment in... Wait, is this a series? We're gonna look at the coffee table. There's a couple cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a 3rd cross. Unified design aesthetic. Smart choice. There's also a brass thing here. Looks like something a sailor would navigate with. I think they're called sextants. Sex. And now we're gonna look at the floor where all the kids' toys are. Well, you have this many kids and things are bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrifying cloth doll that appears to have had both arms pulled off several times. It's been stitched back together a lot. The tag says C+C, of course. I set that down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. I spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive for something casually tossed on the floor. If there's a story to hear, it's none of my business. It's been a while. I guess I should go to the kitchen to see what's up. I walk into the kitchen to find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph.
Oh.
The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian? He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet.
Oh.
You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're too sweet. We might have to water you down with spiders. No, not spiders. Joseph begins to tickle Christy with his free hand. Between the laughs and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. This man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders. We're gonna spoon duel. I grab a wooden spoon and point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast. Okay, Phantom the Valiant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight? Or have you merely fallen into my web? I am no fly spider king, now I'm God. A few minutes or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the 2 dumbest looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow on the invisible heart between his arm and his body, and Joseph recoils in horror.
Oh, Cracker Barrels.
Oh, crackers! Oh my gosh. Last I am defeated. You could never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste of brownie batter. The magic... Oh man, this is way too sweet.
Hey.
Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit. Hey, wait, you want to bake brownies with us? Christy hesitates, then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony. Sparkle Pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes. Okay, go. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Ahead. Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting. And this is still way too sweet. So what made that crash? Egg beater on the linoleum floor. That's my new techno single. Single? Oh my gosh, single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. Got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout. I have a feeling Christy had something to do with it. We need a fresh start. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but... Don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so we'll probably get along fine. Probably. Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. Alright, Phantom. You baked a cake from a box before? Once? How hard could it be? Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set up to work, cracking the eggs and mixing the things, and then pouring the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough, we have a solid batch of brownies. Hey. Wait. Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose. Wow, Phantom. Way to use those dad skills. I bet you've baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph. Oh. All we have to do is bring these to the bake sale and voila, duty done. Now help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still. Oh. What? Thumb in position and got it. Hey. Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Oh, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my fingers. Really good batter. We should find Christy. Yes, we should do that, Phantom. Joseph quickly composes himself. Alright, she can't be far. You take the delta position and I'll watch your 6. Do you even know what that means? Yeah. Alpha Tangle Sparkle. Roger, roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today, while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car. Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. It looks like the bake sale is already in full swing. Oh. Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack. That's rude. If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies. Okay, okay. Let's get set up. I want to see Mom. She's down by the other row of tables, helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast? Yeah. Yeah, but only catch her half the time. I only can catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Oh. Yep, great age to deal with. While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all of the baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if I don't see nothing, I won't. Bleh, I don't say nothing. Man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually? Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. It looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, somebody brought a soft serve ice cream machine. I gestured to it. How are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo. Bake sale rodeo. There's actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? I hope so. Joseph gives me a reassuring pat on the shoulder. If you bake it, they will come.
Aye.
Not long before we have our first customers. Well, hello, Matt. I love Matt.
Hey.
Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmenista. Great to see you guys out here.
Oh.
Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you used the box. Don't say you used the box. We improvised. I just let the baking spirit move through me, you know? A little bit of flour here, pinch of salt there. Sort of like interpretive dancing, but with cooking. Interpretive cooking, yes. You can never make the same thing twice. Every batch is special. There will never be another batch of brownies with this exact flavor sensation that has the right here have these right here have. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Matt.
Hey.
All right, we'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away. See, not too hard. Yeah, I'm hot off a good feeling from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Phantom. It's Brian. Close enough. Can we interest you in 2 of our finest sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Letting him have his brownies. So we'll put you down for 10? Huh, better make it 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy.
Oh.
Coming right up. You excited for youth group and movie night, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie?
Oh.
That's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me. It's the Fast and the Furious. Really?
Yeah.
If you think about it, there are some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie, topography. Thanks, Joseph. 2 customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock.
Oh.
These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for the new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them, Young Steinbeck. I would have gone with Young Man of the Sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in minstrel terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish. I know you want to be at the sea. Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but do you ever wish you could drop everything and go lounge around in a beach somewhere in the tropics? Dirty, fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock, you know, basically living out a Jimmy Buffett song. Joseph. I think about that every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville. One day, my friend. One day, we'll be on an island time. We make a couple more sales to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. I love Craig. Craig! He's gonna be a hard sell. Craig is a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugars. Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Greg jogs up to our table with Brer and Hazel in tow. They each finish an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're gonna sell them brownies too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig. Hey, bros. Hey, Uncle Joseph. Hey, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. Oh, we're gonna do remember that one time. I don't remember if this makes it work or not, if he actually buys it, but I want the story. Hey Craig, remember when we were freshmen? Remember how our next door neighbors pranked us by switching out our laundry detergent with dish soap? And how the washing machine exploded with suds? And then we decided to get back at them by baking brownies for them, but sprinkling high-intensity hot sauce into the mix. We watched them cry after eating it. I'd feel bad, but we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves. Anyways, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more, for old time's sakes.
I don't know.
Oh, please. Craig thinks for a second. Wow, the girls just won a game. You know what? We'll take one for each of us. Even River? I'll eat hers. Yas! You got yourself a deal. Day winds down and we're pretty much out of the items to sell. Everyone starts packing up and Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Box mix, huh?
Come on.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here. Oh, hi, honey. Yeah, they're selling like hotcakes, which is, actually, they're just brownies. Cute. And boring and safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Phantom to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk is all. Holier than thou type. Don't you think, Phantom?
Yeah.
Mary. Let the kid answer the question. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church, and that's pretty cool, I guess.
Oh.
Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later? Sure thing, honey bear.
Hey.
Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I am in charge of the funds here. You hand over the cash we've made. Feels like a hefty wad if I say so myself. Thanks. Now, give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You think this church is gonna fix itself? Mary. I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. Um, I'm really sorry about that. She really likes pushing your buttons, huh? We're trying to seduce this man. He is a shit person, but we're trying to seduce him. So we're gonna be nice to him.
Yeah.
Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? And away we go. Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into a car seat.
Oh, yeah.
I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar.
Yeah.
I won't keep you then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also, happy to eat the brownies.
Oh.
Well, next time I promise we'll do something a little bit more exciting. A little bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. Oh, it's fine, really. I know, but first hang out. Domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me.
Oh.
Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but it'll be something fun. I promise. I smile. I'd like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window, hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it.
Oh.
It's the last one. You've earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. Now, he says he throws it through the window and then he walks away, and I don't know why, but my brain was like, oh, he's in the car. No, he is outside of the car, walking back to his house after I drop him off. Bye. Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, Brownie. We're gonna save it for later. I pocket the brownie. This might come in handy down the road. I step inside to find Amanda doing her homework on the couch. Hey, Father Unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to take care of. How's homework? That's really fun and educational. Really? Yeah. How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I could have really made a good life with myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies? Or did you maybe sneak one? Or think for a moment and realize that I still have the brownie that Joseph gave me. This would probably be better in somebody else's stomach than mine. Heads up. Wait. I hurl the brownie towards Amanda. Hits the wall behind her and falls to the ground. Nice throw. She scoops it up and smiles at me. Thanks, Pops. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters in Orange County? I thought the last hunter was eaten by a shark. He did. I sit down next to her and cozy up in a blanket. Awesome. They're so fucking cute. I fucking love them. Date complete. I'm hoping for an S-class.
I've never had that much fun in my life. That was awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Aww. Ah! I opened my phone because I got a text from Ryan, and now it's just exploding with notifications. But we got an S rank. Heck yeah.
Welcome.
We are getting closer to Margaritaville. Soon we will have Margaritaville. Ooh, Craig wants to go hang out. Hey, dude, I got the runs. Ooh, I've got just the thing. I'll head to the store and grab you a real chunky milkshake. Cherry licorice and a book of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? It's not for the diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Wait, why are we talking about this? By I've got the runs, I meant I feel like running. That could be construed a totally different way. Want to come to the gym? Why do I feel less excited about that than going to getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Come on, man, it'll be fun. You know what? Sure. We're gonna go for a run. When are we doing this? There's 30 more minutes left of Meat Hell Marathon. I'm outside right now. I'm warming up. Okay, okay. At least let me see if Betty gets away from the wolves in time to get her Suppressasada wrapped cheesecake. Suppressata wrapped cheesecake out of the oven. I don't know what that is. What is that? Hold on, we gotta go see what suppressata is. Come on. Come on. Suppressata. Oh! Why would you... Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay, most people don't have that with cheesecake. Okay, that... I was like, why would you wrap a cheesecake with it? I was like, what? Jim just installed these new virtual jogging treadmills. We'll feel like we're running outdoors. You can see other runners on the screen too. Let's try it out together. Other runners? Will I be able to keep up? Oh, no, don't worry. We're here to cheer each other on. I'll be right there with you. Nice. Just get a rhythm going. Keep your heart rate up. Don't overexert yourself. You'll do great. I don't know how to do this.
Run that dad.
I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. I'm just pressing the space bar. I was like, I don't want to overexert myself. Oh my god, we're getting towards the front. He's proud of me. I gotta make him proud. Oh my gosh, you can probably just hear my keyboard going click, 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 click. Oh my gosh, no, no. Idiot. Don't mind me, I am an idiot. Me clicking the button, all I have to do is hit the space bar. Alright, alright. Now that I realize that I don't have to, like, hold the space, or, like, tap the space bar, it's going a lot smoother. I think that's Stella. Or that's Tucker. That's Tucker. We're almost in the lead! Dude. We're doing great! We're doing great! We're in the lead! I'm like, I want to keep my heart rate up high, is what he's instructed. I don't know how long this goes. Oh, I feel like we're doing great. I feel like we're doing great.
Bro.
Look at us zip along. Oh my gosh, there's Joseph. I'm just watching us like slowly get closer to other people. There's people standing off to the sides. Okay. B plus? S plus plus? Heck yeah!
That was a gold medal performance for sure.
I don't know what I was doing. Way to go.
Welcome.
I
You've
don't
got
have a
gas.
clue what just happened. We're going on our second date with Joseph. I don't know what just happened. Alright. Alright. But we ran on the treadmill. Been a long day of clipping coupons. Looks like there's a sale on boxed brownie mix. That reminds me. I wonder what Joseph is up to. I should see if he wants to hang out. Or if he wants to go to the store with me to use these coupons. Looks like he's online. It's nighttime. Why are we going to the store this late at night? Hey, Joseph, wanna hang? Phantom, I hope you've recovered from your brownie-induced coma. And I know I promised you a fun hang, but tonight I'm actually chaperoning a youth group mixer. Amanda's invited, of course. If you're not doing anything, you should come. He wants me to go on a date with him to go watch children. And be a chaperone with me. Because I need the help. Ah, less nice. I think for a moment I'm a little bummed out, of course, but I suppose I just wanted some me time with Joseph and some me and Joseph time. Maybe to get to know him a little better. What the heck? My friend needs my help. I type back, buddy. If you need me to go, you got me. Just tell me where I need to be tonight. Joseph lets me know the details, and pretty soon I should be ready. I knock on Amanda's door and peek in. Hey Amanda, I'm about to head out. Where are you off to? Are you going extreme couponing?
Huh?
I'm actually gonna go chaperone this youth mixer dance thing that happens at Joseph's church. He says you're invited, but if you don't want to, come, I'll cover for you. You know what? I'm down. Maybe I can make some new friends. That is a good attitude.
Yeah.
But I'll have you know that I'm mostly doing this for the potential of free food. Thank you, Amanda. You get 4 daughter points today. Can I trade them in for a daughter lava lamp? Sorry, you only have enough for a daughter spider ring. Or some of those daughter plastic jumpy frogs. I like those things. They try their hardest. It's inspirational. I love those things. The little jumpy frogs are the best. I love them so much. Hi, it's your brother. Hi, you haven't even screamed at me. You're about to. We arrive at the church and find that nobody's here. There are decorations and balloons and banners and everything, but no youth.
Huh?
Hi, sweetie, what if I moved this? I've been to a couple dances in my life, but not that I want to paint myself as some sort of dance expert, but generally dances require people.
Yeah.
Look at that sign. And those people need to be dancing. All of a sudden, Joseph jogs up to us. He looks frazzled. Up here. Get up there. All of a sudden, Joseph jogs up to us. He looks frazzled. You're here. I need your help. Joseph gestures to the hand-painted banner hanging above the church that reads, Jesus is coming. Yikes. Well, that's certainly a thing. God made all things, Amanda. Except for the banner. Ernest made that. I generally can't tell if he meant that maliciously or if he just can't spell good.
Oh.
You know what God also does? Forgiveness.
Oh.
He forgives teenagers and he never, ever breaks their box mods. Are you gonna break Ernest's box mod? No, Amanda. That would be a sin. I think. It's the one right after Sloth.
Okay.
Phantom, I need your help getting this down before anybody sees it. I can swing that. Amanda, can you help? Physical labor, huh? Amanda begins to rapidly scan the mostly empty room, looking for an escape route of her own. I have to go set up the food. The food's already set up. I'm gonna do final inspection, pass on the food. Make sure it's up to code. I'm gonna eat your food. Amanda's able to bolt away before myself or Joseph can get in another word. She can really book it when she wants to. Her father was a giant pair of legs. I dated some giant arms once, but it turned out they were alright. You must have been devastated. It was an Armageddon. Armageddon. Yeah, no, it's Armageddon. Oh my gosh. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I'll workshop it. There's a gem in there somewhere. I'm really glad you're here, Phantom. Are you enjoying my company, or did you just lure me here out for my strong arms and height advantage? A little of both. My character's not tall. What are you talking about, Phantom? It's always something with you, Joseph. Something something handsome and pious. You're not that pious.
Hey.
Debatable. You just alluded to breaking a child's vape pen. I would have lost the debate. You ready to do this? Let's make some magic happen. Magic isn't real, Phantom. God said that. God was also a bush at one time. True. Joseph and I grab the stepladder and walk over to Ernest's banner. That turd Ernest had one final trick up his sleeve. Looks like this nightmare is stapled and taped 6 ways to Sunday. Any ideas? What happened to your strong arms and height advantage? All right, I forgot about those. I realized my oversized dad fingers are far too large to get leverage on the tiny staples. Got a hammer I can use to pry these off? Phantom, this is a church. We get a little nervous around hammers. And nails.
Hey.
I'm kidding. We just don't have a hammer.
Hey.
But we have to hurry. The youth will be here any moment, and I could never hear the end of this if we don't fix it. Wait, I have an idea. I run to grab a marker that Ernest used to draw this thing and jump back on the ladder. We can't get it down, but we can make it have a different message. I only get one shot at this. Let's do it right. Jesus is calming. I'm able to turn the U into an A and an L somehow. It's a little tight, but it works. Well, that is true, I guess. Bask in his calming presence, Joseph. Relax, crisis is averted. Let's just hope the youths don't notice. Joseph checks his watch. The DJ should be here by now. Just then, the door swings open and man struts in with his DJing equipment.
Oh.
Wait, you're not the usual guy. What happened to Evan? Evan knows exactly what to play, when to play the Cupid Shuffle. Why did you sit on my hand? That's
All right.
Hey, I'm not Evan. Evan sold all his DJ equipment to backpack through Europe. I'm filling in for him.
All right.
I do envy him, though. What I would give to drop everything and start over. Wait, it's the sad guy from the trivia place.
Yeah.
Are you? Alright.
My feelings are.
Alright? I'm better than alright. I'm DJ Spin Master Quinn. He sighs heavily. I usually do trivia nights, but I moonlight at one or two of these, giving myself a sense of purpose in life. Is he okay? Well, you'll have to do. You have a playlist of fun songs that youth will like that won't inspire impure thoughts or tempt them to the dark side, right? The DJ thinks for a moment.
Hey.
Believe me, buddy, I got what you need.
Eh.
Okay, great. I'll let you get set up. The DJ leaves. Let's keep an eye on this one. He sounded like he was gonna play Creep by Radiohead on repeat. After some time, kids from the community start filling in the dance hall. Some of them seem to notice our sign hack, but don't really care. Most of the kids group off into tiny clusters, standing in circles and casting sideways glances at each other, at the other group of teens. Man, I do not miss being a teenager at social functions. Hey, party people! Everyone in the room turns their attention to the DJ.
Spin Master.
DJ Spin Master Quinn coming at you with sound the people want. We're off to a good start.
That's the good
Next
stuff.
tune goes out to all the ladies in the audience. Ladies, let me hear you say yeah. You half-hearted yeah echoes through the crowd.
That's the good
All
stuff.
right.
That's the good
He
stuff.
sighs again.
Sad Master Quill.
Man, it's been a heavy couple days. Next one's actually just for my wife, Sandra. Hope we can work things out, my little honeysuckle vine.
Now, who wants to listen
DJ
to
begins to
Radiohead?
play Creep by Radiohead. Amanda sidles up to me, pizza in hand and punch in the other. Creep, huh? Bold choice for a youth group, but let's see what he goes with this. After that song, he plays Creep again. This DJ is the DJ crying? If you watch the kids real closely, you can catch them cringe every time Tom York swears. There they go. Maybe we should do something about this.
Yeah.
Joseph runs up to us. He's killing the vibe. You're listening to swears, sad swears. We have to do something. You guys should give him a pep talk. Maybe work him up. Maybe work him to Everybody Hurts by Rem, or at least No Rain by Blind Melon. You want to help us cheer him up? Actually, I just saw my friend, Fredico. He's from Latin. I didn't know you were taking a Latin class. I'm not.
Huh?
So is he from the country Latin? Yeah, it exists. Don't Google it. You can go, Amanda. It's fine. And she's gone. Joseph and I make our way over to the DJ booth where Spin Master Quinn is having a quiet cry. Hey, bud. Hey, my dudes. How's the party jamming? It's, not?
All right.
I'm sorry, fellas. Just taking a moment to find my groove. Gotta play the sad tunes to properly appreciate the bangers, right? Booty bumpers? Now, stop me if I'm out of line here, since I've never been a DJ, and don't have any current plans to becoming one, but I don't think that's how it works. The kids came out here to have a good time. You gotta cool it with the sadness.
My feelings hurt.
Ooh, he really liked that one. Hey, buddy, if it's a problem you're having with...
Right.
Joseph leans in close to me.
Yeah.
What was this wife's name again? Shh, Sandra. If you're having problems with Sandra,
Yeah.
I can help you too. I do counseling. It's my job here. I'm very good at it.
Nice.
Oh, I don't know.
Hi.
I can tell you that you're hurting. Nobody voluntarily listens to that much Radiohead on repeat unless they're really going through some rough times. Trust me, I know.
I'm so sad.
Joseph places his hand on Spin Master Quinn's shoulder, who immediately collapses into Joseph's embrace, crying quietly.
Huh?
There, bud. It's gonna be okay.
I am sad.
Thank you. I'll put on some dance hall anthems.
Oh.
You're the best, Spin Master Quinn. With yet another crisis averted, Joseph and I return to the dance floor, where Amanda's waiting with an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
They have ice cream here. Good work, Amanda. How's it looking out there? Well, for a dance, there's not a whole lot of dancing. Looks like people are starting to bail, though. This is a disaster.
Hey.
Don't be so hard on yourself. This ice cream, top notch.
Oh.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this, Phantom. You and Amanda should go home. I'm not making you stay for this train wreck. Oh, it's not a disaster. We can still fix this. We can... I suddenly realized what we have to do. Amanda, get out of here. I don't think you're gonna want to be here for this. Or be seen with me after this. Oh God, you're not going to. Throw my car keys to Amanda. I'll get a ride back with Joseph. Just remember me as I am right now, and not as what I'm about to become. He's gonna be a party animal. Amanda nods. Nice knowing you, Pops. She runs out the door.
Oh.
Joseph, I'm gonna turn it up on the dance floor. With luck, we can get these youths into it as well. Are you in or out?
Yeah.
Joseph stares at me. He knows what has to be done just as much as I do. See you on the other side. See you on the other side. Joseph and I walk out onto the dance floor in the middle of the room. The youths all stare at us, unsure of what we're doing. Time to get our groove on. Let's start them off easy and work our way to more technical stuff. I hate all of these options. Sophie, what option? Lawnmower? The worm? Roll the dice? Which one? 1, 2, 3. 1. Nope. 2. 3. You want 3. Okay, we're gonna do the worm. We're gonna do the worm. I drop to the floor and immediately regret it. I'm gonna be feeling this for weeks.
Oh, cracker bits.
Wow, I'm definitely not good at this as I was in college. After a few weak full body undulations, I get back on my feet. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but too much too fast. Also, you're covered in dirt now. I look around at the semi-disgusted youths. Maybe that was the wrong move. All right, Phantom, let's turn up the heat. Sprinkler! Pull out a classic, hand behind my head. Point my finger out. I point it at and make direct eye contact with several youths. I think that makes them feel uncomfortable, but I push past it. Joseph understands we must water the lawn. We just came off the end of an imaginary drought and the grass is dying. Don't worry. Imaginary grass, we got you. I look at the youths. They're getting into it. Nice work. We'd better pick it up or they'll lose interest. I don't know any of these dance moves. Let's do the hammer slide. Kids don't get into it. Good effort, buddy. But I think we have to pan-flashed a little too long. No! I failed. I failed at the dancing. That sounds about right for me. They're not looking too lively yet, but we can still turn it around. Moonwalk. I start sliding my feet backwards. I can't tell if this looks good or not, but I think these kids have seen enough people moonwalking that they understand the general concept. Ooh, he makes a moonwalking attempt as well. Surprisingly, he pulls it off flawlessly. I look around at the youths. They're cheering. All right, time for the big finish. I want to dirty dance him. No backflip. No death drop. We're gonna lift him like Dirty Dancing. All of these are bad options. I approach Joseph and motion that I'm gonna lift him up. Are you strong enough for that? I don't know. Without regard of human safety, I summon up all my might and lift Joseph above my head. It isn't quite dirty dancing, but Joseph is a good sport and spreads his arms while I spin him in a circle. I look at the crowd. They seem to love it. I look around the room to see if we've convinced any of the youths to come dance. Nothing. Just a bunch of kids staring at us. I guess we didn't capture their hearts with the magic of dance. Boo. One of the kids yawns. No. Well, we gave it our best shot. I'm gonna have to organize some sort of game so they don't start making out with each other. Thanks for coming, Phantom, but I should take it from here. No. It's gonna be like a C. I did so well at the beginning.
That was a really fun time.
A B is better than what I was expecting. Alright, we've got one more date! Another dreary night, another listless stroll through Maple Bay. I've really been bonding with the community at Jim and Kim's lately, so my strolls have been leading me there more and more often. Peter the man from the bank, Keith from down the street, Evelyn, who I saw at the deli that one time, and the guy whose name I think is Carl are basically members of the family at this point. In fact, I heard Neil, the surly bartender, mention that tonight is Keith from down the street's birthday, and that he'll be having to get this little baby a little, oh my gosh, get that little baby a little cake for his special little day. I think he was probably just being a dick, but I head to the bar anyways. The mere possibility of cake is strong enough to lure me in. I step inside just in time to see Neil washing a cake tray from the crime scene, outline of pink icing on it. Huh, guess that really must have been Keith from down the street's birthday and I missed it. I sit down and order a beer. As I sit down, I notice that Mary from next door is sitting in the corner of the room drinking alone again. She must be having a rough day. She seems so weary and sad. She's been doing this more and more often lately. A pang of guilt shoots through me. I know. Is it because of me? Am I the homewrecker? Yes. But also Joseph is a bitch and he cheats. I'm gonna say hi. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. And the seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways and she finally notices me. You. Okay, this was maybe not my best idea. Hey. Having fun with your new best friend Joseph? He's great. I'm so glad. I'm happy for you two. Mary, I'm not... I never accused you of anything uncouth, Phantom. You're just having an innocent, very platonic time with my husband. A supportive friendship. You're a good friend, aren't you? I'm being bad because we're trying to seduce her husband. I'm here when he needs me. Unlike some other people in his life. So you're an expert on my marriage now. I'm sorry. I can tell that you're having a rough time, but I just want you to know that it doesn't have to be like this. I don't want any hard feelings between us, Mary. Mary pauses. It's all messed up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for us both. Mary pays her tab and strides out of Jim and Kim's without looking back.
Welcome.
I just want to be friends with her.
Dads.
Final date! Yeah, final date! I have a Toby sitting on my hand. He's very much so curled up on my hand and it just won't give it back to me. I really want to see Joseph again, but after the weird encounter with Mary, I don't know, he's my friend, right? I should be able to hang out with him and have it not be weird, right? Right? The computer pings as a message flies into my inbox. It's Joseph. Excuse you, why are you biting my hand? You're sitting on my hand. I can't do anything. What are you doing? Hey, Phantom, we should hang out. Like, actually hang out. No manual labor, no impromptu therapy sessions with sad DJs. No kids, just you, me, and the open ocean. Hi, can I take my hand? There you go. Wait, how are we gonna get on the open ocean? How are we gonna get on the open ocean, you might ask? Good question. Whoa. Prescient. If you're interested, I'll meet you down by the marina and we can check out the goods, if you know what I mean. I mean my yacht. Let me know. Joseph owns a yacht?
Yeah.
I'm as surprised as you are.
Oh no.
You've been holding out on me. Your only daughter, whom you love. What? Do you think that having me as a father would somehow afford you the fringe benefits of getting to go on a yacht? What else did you get me? Not a dog, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, okay, but what if I had an exact same upbringing in a healthy environment, but also I could go on a yacht sometimes? Relax, kiddo. Joseph's inviting me onto his yacht. It's gonna be yacht of fun.
Ugh.
I'm glad you're excited, but doesn't mean you get to start throwing out puns. Why yacht, Amanda? Well, gotta go get ready to go on my friend's yacht. I start to walk away, but Amanda stops me. Hey, in all seriousness, I hope you have fun, but make good choices, okay? But Dad, don't stay out too late or you can't go, oh my gosh, or you can't go to Jennifer and Longforth's birthday party this weekend. She promised me she would oh my gosh, propose to me, but ended up going with Logan Crutchfield. I'm not going anywhere near that party. Good bit, Dad. Good bit. I respond back to Joseph, letting him know that I'll be there. Look how pretty! Quaint marina, complete with local mom and pop shops and a small diner framed by the bay. I've gone for a few walks by the bayside to stare enviously at all of the nice boats before. Joseph seems to be around here somewhere. Gosh, this is fancy. I feel a little out of place. Hey, Phantom. Joseph, where are you? Up here. I look up. Joseph waves for me from atop of a huge yacht. I've never been on a yacht before. You never forget your first. I glance at the name on the side of the boat. The St. Peter, huh? I inherited this thing from my pops. Real fire and brimstone type. Loved yachts. So what's the plan, Captain? I figured since last time went a bit sideways, we could cast our lot out in the open seas. Wrestle with Neptune, set sail in the seas of adventure. You're kind of a goofball when you're not wrangling your kids, you know that? Joseph smiles and winks at me from his perch. I have no idea what you're talking about. Joseph hops down and extends a hand to me, helping me onto the yacht. I'm thrown off by how soft his hands are. Did he moisturize or what? Phantom, stop thinking about his hands. Pure thoughts. You're gonna be on a boat, alone, with Joseph on the open ocean. And it's a yacht. He's married. It's fine. It's just fine. He doesn't know what fine is. It's so pretty. I love that background. After undoing the mooring and climbing onto his captain's seat, Joseph slowly takes the boat out, ringing the big steel bell with extreme emphasis, even though nobody else seems to be around. Shoving off, boat launching, man in boat launching as one. The St. Peter navigates out of the marina and onto the open water, with Joseph doing the occasional steering flourish as the boat bobs along with the waves. He seems a lot more relaxed out here. Joseph is definitely in his element. This is the part where I wrestle Neptune, so please remove your shirt and roll in some talcum powder. Oh my gosh.
Huh.
Luckily, I brought my Neptune fork. Joseph stifles a laugh. Oh my gosh, collegiate level dad joke there, Phantom. For a while, we watch the trees and waves pass us by. Where are we going? A little further out. It's a lot quieter out there once we're in the open water. Plus, we could see whales. Whales are cool. I don't trust whales. Nothing should be that big. Noted. Joseph maneuvers the boat past some buoys. Oh my gosh. He sighs. I wish I could get out more often, but, you know. Family, wife, saving souls.
Nice.
So many souls. I can barely hold them all. I watch Joseph work the boat. Despite his age, he doesn't look like he's slowed down at all. And from here, I can see how toned his muscles are. In pure thoughts, Joseph and I boat in silence as the bay gets smaller and smaller behind us. I decide to take a peek over the edge of the ship. The wake this thing kicks off is intense. I wonder if Joseph would ever let me water ski off his yacht. Hey, dolphins! Joseph, there are dolphins! So you're scared of whales, but not dolphins. I feel like there's an unspoken truce between man and dolphins. I would be more comfortable riding a dolphin into battle. Dolphins are way more dangerous. They sometimes drown their babies for fun, you know. Can I trust nothing on the open ocean? I like to think that I'm pretty cool. Alright, Joseph. It's you and me versus the entirety of marine life. I yell out to the ocean. You're all spineless invertebrates. I had lobster last week. I can't wait. My life goal. Oh my god. I like the spineless invertebrates because you can't be, but, you. I love you. You tell him, Phantom. And here we are. Phantom, welcome to the ocean. Look out in the vast expanseness of blueness. Yes, that is the ocean. I'm suddenly struck with an overwhelming sense of claustrophobia despite being in the wide open space. I'm on a boat with a handsome man, a handsome married man. And there are whales beneath us. Nothing should be that big. A little daunting, isn't it? Do you trust the whales? You do know there are more dangerous things in the ocean than whales, right? Like tuna. Tuna is an apex predator. What about sharks? The sharks are tight. It's the tuna you gotta watch out for. And the whales? Hey, wanna look wistfully over the sea with me? Joseph and I head over to the bow of the ship to do some quiet contemplation. You know, Shh. Quiet contemplation.
Oh.
I'm alone with my thoughts. Cool.
Hey.
I look out at the sea for a bit, and then over at Joseph. He looks so commanding as he surveys the ocean. It feels like he really is at home on the water. What Mary said to me at the bar, I can't stop thinking about it. Is she right? But she's terrible to him. He's unhappy, and he deserves better. I don't know what to think about this, but I just feel so drawn to Joseph. I should say something. So, about Mary. Joseph continues to stare off in the distance. It's, well, if you really want to know.
Kirk Douglas.
Suddenly, I hear a sputtering coming from the engine. Joseph runs over to the boat's controls and taps on some dials. I guess we can talk about Mary later. Okay, so... we might have a small problem. What small problem?
Oh.
We are out of gas. Whales are gonna get us. The whales siphoned our gas.
Oh.
It's okay. I can just call one of my boat buddies and they can tow us back in. Joseph pulls out his phone. Just kidding. I can't do that because there's no service. I checked my phone. I don't have service either. We should just submit ourselves to the whales. Well, I do have an old radio in the office, but it's broken. Are you handy with tools? No, but I'm a dad. If the radio is anything like frantically putting together a bike on Christmas Eve, this should be no problem. Let's take a look at it and see what we can figure out. Joseph directs me towards the radio and showcases its insides. I don't know how radios work. I think there's just some frayed wires in there. If we can reattach them, we should have a working radio in no time. We stare into the interior of the radio. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at, but I don't think Joseph knows either. You know what? Let's just throw some stuff around in there and see what works. Yep, I thought it was going to be a game. No. No. No, I don't want that. I want the wire. Give me the wire. Oh. Nope, I want the wire. Give me the wire. No, I want the wire. My little hand won't move further. There we go. Oh. How am I supposed to do this? I don't want to touch that. Condom, gum, a screw. The wires make sense. That's an eraser. It's a pencil. An outlet. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. Oh, that dropped solid. That's an eraser, and then there's a ton of paper clips. I know the two wires are like things I need. Do I need the gum to attach them? It like doesn't really give me any options to be able to like do anything, like to put them in a specific spot. Oh, but I got it. Yeah! Okay, we figured it out. Hey, it works, kinda. The radio springs to life. Whoa, we did it! Oh. Joseph speaks into the receiver. Hello, hello, can anyone hear me? Oh. He tries a few other channels. Nobody responds. Huh, we might be a little far out. I don't think there's anyone in range. How big's the range? Well, the radio came with the boat when my dad bought it in the 60s, so not great. That's reassuring. Now what? There's worse places to be stuck than on a yacht, right? Wine. Wine. Oh my gosh. He was very happy with that option. I keep a couple emergency bottles below deck. Want to grab some while I fiddle with the radio some more? Oh, we're in the bedroom. He's got his underwear out. Let's see. Wine. Wine is right there on the table. Gotta be around here somewhere. Right there. Examine the cabinet. There's a sturdy cabinet, a little dusty, but I bet there's some treasure in here. Examine the drawers. Hey, it's wine. A whole drawer full of wine. It's a Yacht Club miracle. Twilight Rouge, huh? Come to daddy. Now, I just need to find some glasses. It's a sturdy cabinet, a little dusty, but I bet there's some treasures in there. Well, this is a solution to a difficult problem. Maybe if we're stranded out here for a few days and run out of electricity, we'll need these. But right now is the wine. Okay, fire extinguisher. Hello Lot buys safety. Nice, Joseph, nice. Okay, focus on the rest of the room. I'm guessing the lounge will have the dishes. Wood panels, everything. Leather couches. It's like an old Playboy photo shoot in here. Examine the bed. Ooh, a California king. Swanky. It's unmade and a little messy. Less swanky. For an old yacht, this lounge is pretty high class. Wood panels on everything, yada yada yada. We're going to examine the side table. Here are some wine glasses. Perfect vessels for the Twilight Rouge. Finally, time to get back to Joseph. I want to look at the floor. Boxers or briefs. Place is a bit lived in. Okay. Let's examine the shelf because I haven't looked at everything. Few photos on the wall here. Looks like a picture from Joseph and Mary's wedding day. Nice grandpa glasses. Looks real slick there, Joe. Another picture of Mary and Joseph on this very yacht. Quite 90s fashion there, right there. Mary still has her patented stink face, but at least Joseph seems to be happy on the water. Hey, it's the dads. It looks like it's from a couple of years ago. Gang's all here. Brian, Matt, Hugo, Craig, Damien, Robert. Robert's actually smiling and wearing a sweater. I know that sweater. And there's one guy on the end I don't recognize. Maybe Hugo's ex? Maybe? Ah, here's Joseph go-karting with the kids. That's fun. Take a look at everything on the shelf. We're going to look at the books. Tons of Bibles. Old vet magazines. Those must be Mary's. Wait a minute. Is this? Well, well. Now the hot body shoe is on the hot body foot. I take a look at everything on the shelf. We're looking at the knickknacks. There's one thing that Joseph does right. It's the old stuff that he puts on shelves. I take a moment to closely examine what I think is an old submarine clock. Ah, and there's crosses again. Boy knows his crosses. Really cool designs, too. I take a look at everything on the shelf. All right, we're going back to Joseph. But we know whose sweater that is. Joseph and Robert! I have a fan fiction that I started writing in 2017. I haven't touched it probably since then. I'm terrified of going back to it, but I do want to add to it. Especially now that I've been playing the game again. Because it's basically a dad Sona with cult Joseph and Robert's kind of still possessed by the cult. He understands what's going on, and Mary and Robert are trying to save the dad Sona. I have beautiful ideas, and I know probably in the years that I haven't written, people have also put out beautiful, beautiful stories about it with like that same motif. But it's a beautiful, angsty thing, and I love it. I bring the wine and glasses over to the deck and find Joseph still hunched over the radio. Phantom, wine, good to see you two. Just in time for the sunset. I didn't take you for a drinker. Yeah. Haven't you heard? I'm a cool minister. How cool. I can land half of my kickflips. What is that, like 4? Oh. 5 on a good day. For me. Oh. Power pour! Oh my gosh, she really loved that. Whoa, okay, time to party. We clink our glasses and drink up. Oh. This wine isn't bad. There's a hint of, am I tasting grapes? You have a discerning palate. It might be grapes. Joseph and I lounge on the deck of our yacht with our yacht wine, taking in the ocean air. The sun starts to dip below the horizon. We could be stranded out here forever. I can't think of anyone else I would want to be stranded with. Just you, me, and all those whales. So many whales. You're killing the vibe. Oh. Revive the vibe, Phantom. Generally, it takes 3 days and a gigantic stone door ruled in front of a tomb. But I think we can save it. That kills the vibe. Do you like your mysteries hot-bodied? Bet we'll have a whale of a time back to whales, huh? I'm trying to alleviate my fear of whales by making jokes about them because I don't have any healthier coping mechanisms. Cheers to that.
Oh, Cracker Barrels. Norm MacDonald.
It's a really rewarding series, Phantom.
Okay.
Well, look, you have fun with your word jumbles. I will enjoy the well-crafted narrative excellence of highly regarded serial. Of sex books. Detective novels. Sexy detective novels featuring a hard-boiled gumshoe who can't be held down by the law, or by love, or by the mystery of the Spanish lover. You've read them too. Offer really hits her stride with book 17. I go to take another sip of wine, but stop myself. Is wine an acceptable beverage in Margarita Zone? That it is, Phantom. All beverage of leisure are welcome in Margarita Zone. This is almost what we wanted, right? No responsibilities, no worries other than possibly dying out here. And the whales. But yeah, I'd say we're in the zone. Joseph and I clink our wine glasses again to Margarita Zone. Wasted away again. If you had any salt shakers, we can arrange them into a pentagram to summon Jimmy Buffett. Maybe he can save us. As a youth minister, I make pacts to neither the devil nor island jammers. But if we're going to get off this boat, it will be by the grace of God. Or Steely Dan. Amen. Our laughter dies down. We're both silent for a moment, looking into each other's eyes. Ooh! Joseph leans in closer. I feel myself doing the same. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Can't help but feel like we're doing this only to end up hurting someone else. But his face is real close to my face. Phantom, I have to tell you something. Mary and I are done. I pull back. I think about the clothes strewn around the lounge, the undone bed. Are you living on this boat? I didn't want to mention it, but he sighs and strolls back to the controls of the boats. I lean on the console next to him. We had a very long talk, and it's unsalvageable. I'm staying here until everything is sorted out. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do? I'm fine. I'm fine, actually. It was a long time coming. For the first time in a long time, I'm seeing the path to happiness. And now I can focus on myself and stop trying to deny the things that make me happy. I need someone who will be there, someone kind and honest. And you deserve that, Joseph. You really do. Anyways, I've been having this crazy feeling that there's someone who could get in the habit of having around. Someone very close to here. It's me! Is it whales?
Oh.
I meant you. Oh. I was trying to be subtle. I think I'm picking up what Joseph's putting down. I lean forward, closing the gap between us when Joseph grabs the receiver. Come in. Is anyone there? No, over? We're stranded out in open waters. We've been here for hours. Please send help over. But wait, are you guys gonna kiss? I mean, what are your coordinates over? Phantom. Phantom, have you been leaning in the talk button this whole time? I look down. Oh, I've definitely been leaning on the talk button. Betrayed by my own butt yet again. I didn't lean on it. You leaned on it. Neither of you were leaning on the talk button. We didn't hear anything. Over. Hey, were you listening to us? Sir, we here at the Coast Guard are professionals. We are not doing that. But as professionals, it seems like you deserve happiness, and we think it's closer than you think. Over?
Oh.
How soon can you guys be to give us a tow? Over. Oh my gosh, pick you guys up in the morning. Sounds like you're having some stuff to hash out. Over and out.
Oh, cracker bits.
Wait.
Yeah.
Silence. Nobody returns our radio calls. I think they left. We stare at each other for a second. Well, Joseph carefully places the receiver on the table, making sure the talk button isn't pressed. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Joseph grabs me by the shirt and pulls me in for a kiss. His lips are soft and sweet like wine, and his skin is still warm from the sun. I reach for his belt and pull him in even closer, running my free hand under his shirt and up his side. Boy, oh boy, did my dad's Sona, get hot and heavy very quickly. He pushes me against, and then Joseph got hot and heavier, too. Pushes me against the boat console, kissing down my neck. Come on. His hands drift, oh my god. Drifts to my thighs, and he effortlessly picks me up. Wow. Joseph carries me below deck, and then it blacks out the screen. No, it doesn't. I'd be lying to say if I hadn't fantasized about this, but I didn't think he'd be so aggressive. I've wanted this for so long. He throws me onto the bed. I let out a little yelp. Lots of time to kill, Phantom. We better get started. Ah! Oh my goodness. I had no options there, so it was gonna happen in my control or not. Oh man, I might have overdone it with the wine last night. Just a few more minutes of sleep will do just fine. Wait. I opened my eyes to find Joseph's face a few inches from mine, an arm slung over my waist. He's sleeping peacefully. His hair is mused and his lips are still a little red. I think this is what I was talking about when we were discussing Margaritaville. Finding little perfect moments of joy, like the way the light falls across Joseph's face, or how he's still holding me tight even in his sleep. Oops. I'm very tempted to curl up closer to him and keep sleeping, but I know the Coast Guard will probably be here soon, and I'd like to be wearing clothes when that happens. I nudge Joseph. Takes a couple of shakes before he blearily opens his eyes. When he notices me hovering over him, he breaks into a huge grin. We should get dressed. Joseph pulls me in for a kiss. Do we have to? Another kiss? Stop trying to tempt me. Fine, fine. He's upset. Upsetty spaghetti. The Coast Guard eventually shows up and tows us back to the bay. They, thankfully, keep their comments to themselves. Joseph and I step off the yacht and he walks me to my car. I had a great time. Me too. No thanks to the whales. Shh, shh. You're on land now. They can't hurt you here. Take care, Joseph. You too. He gives me one last kiss on the lips before he turns around and walks back to his boat. He better put some gas in it. Well, I've been gone an entire day. Hopefully Amanda's alright. Amanda, I'm... Dad! She runs up and hugs me. I was genuinely concerned about your well-being upon closer inspection. You seem to be okay. What happened? The yacht ran out of gas and we got stuck. But it was okay, because I was on a yacht. Weren't you scared? Your father feels no fear. Were you able to take care of yourself for the night? Yeah, just did a ton of drugs, vandalized a few cars, and then embezzled some funds from my school. All in all, pretty low-key night. And where'd you learn that from? I learned it from you, Dad. Where did you... Well, if you did, you would have funneled those funds through a legitimate cash and carry business, fudging the books over the course of years so you don't arouse suspicion from the feds. Rookie mistake, Panda. I'm glad you're back in one piece. Did you make some good choices? Never. Yeah, I think I did. But hey, I'm starving. Want to make sandwiches out of whatever we can find in the fridge? More than anything, Pops. I feel like that was a very successful date. S class? S plus? An A? It's only an A? Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Only an A. Alright. Now, it's once again the party. We're... That's too many questions. Alright, we're just gonna skip past this because we're going to the party. And I want to get to the part where we're actually talking to people and not just doing the same thing over again. Graduation party, surprise! Everybody's here. Mac and cheese bar, heck yeah, it's really delicious. Hugo's chats with her friends. Now we're gonna talk with the dads. Ooh! Oh no, Mary's here. With everything that happened between me and Joseph, I should be a good host and say hi to her. But I don't wanna. Come on, Phantom, you've got to do this. I walk up to Mary. Hey. Hey. You been good? Just peachy. I have to go over there now. Yup. Went about as well as I could have expected it to. Phantom. Brian, you made it. Don't pass up on good old mac and cheese. What do you think of the party? Oh, it's not bad. Just not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Oh, sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out to the lake. I'd be happy to pull you out for the drinks again. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? It's a really great party. Thanks for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Bro. This is a real rager. Taking our older age into consideration. Trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Oops, I missed that half of the sentence. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh? Sure thing, dude. Rare and Hazel peek out from behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all of the ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Rare ate 4 pieces. Ask any witnesses. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces. And wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. No one will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang out soon, yeah?
Hey.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats from us. Hugo comes up with a plate of mac and cheese. Perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Phantom. Thanks, Hugo. I learned from the best. Got a pocket full of gift cards that say you already know a thing or two. Let's put together a trivia night again sometime soon, huh? You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around in the finals. Me too, that scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends to not see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at school. Hey, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. ... Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Yes.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place. So, she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. He's just gonna walk away because we didn't have that many interactions. I didn't sleep with him too, so that was good. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep.
Oh.
See you later. Hey, man. Matt. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of banana bread Kennedy ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. A splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invite to my son and I. The icebox cake's divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thank you for coming by. We're gonna have our chat. A little chat with Joseph. Sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat next to Joseph. Joseph, it's so good to see you again. Great party. I should have organized our youth group mixer. Yeah, I should have you organizing our next youth group mixer. My dance skills are ready when you need them. We've already shown that our dance skills are horrible. We should not be offering that up. Hey, if you aren't busy this weekend, I was thinking maybe we could catch a movie or something. Please don't friend zone me. We slept together on the yacht. Please don't friend zone me. Yeah, that would be fun. Or we could go out yachting again. What the fuck is Fiddles? Is that supposed to be like slides up next to you? Hold on, I gotta go look and see what Siddles is. Walk in furtive, unobtrusive, or a timid matter. He's timid around me. Siddles up to me and presses a kiss against my neck. You're trying to get hot and heavy at the party? Excuse you, Joseph? Wait, this feels weird. So, I guess things are still friendly with Mary? Excuse you? Well, this is why Mary hates me. We're actually staying together. What? Why? For a lot of reasons. There's the kids, for one, and the fact that we have a pillar of this community. So many people look up to us as model marriage, and I would hate for my parishioners down. But it doesn't have to stop you and I from, you know. So I'm gonna be a side hustle. I pull away from Joseph. That's not what I want. I love the rose blossoms that were just like, or not rose blossoms, the leaves, the flower petals that were falling around us. I'm just like, excuse you? That's not what I want. I know it's not perfect, and God, if I wish it were up to me, you and I would be sailing the 7 seas in search of Margaritaville. But this is real life, and all we can do is find Margarita Zone wherever we can. I look down, too nervous to respond. I feel his hand on mine, but I don't pull away. I'll leave you to think about it, but just know that you can reach out to me.
Wink.
For anything? That wink timing, and I'm just like, oh my god. Joseph gets up and walks away. I don't know what to think. The last guests begin to make their way out of the party. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me, what? And now, it's the picture, because it's really fucking cute. Everything you've done to prepare me, I can't be this. Yep, it's the picture. Tiny wrapped package. Yep, it's a framed picture of me and Amanda. We did this last time, so I'm just gonna skip through it, but it's super, super fucking cute. Aww, she's like, I know that's not what you're looking for. Aww. Next chapter in our story, she's gonna make friends. Aww. Joseph's still a bitch. Joseph is such an utter bitch. Oh my god. I hate Joseph. I love him, but I fucking hate him. I got like S++ class, and I still had my ass handed to me. Look how fucking cute we are. I love us. So beautiful. Alright, it's only 8:10. We're gonna go throw some love over at my friend, Full Place TV. They are playing some Dead by Daylight today. Alright, I am going to get this raid poppin'. Thank you again, everybody, for joining me today. I hope you've been having a wonderful evening. It has been a lot of fun. We finished off our last dad. Oh, is that how I can go and finish off the mini games? Heck yeah. Okay, so that's how I can go to the mini games without having to like redo everything. Okay. I might mess around with that tonight and get the rest of my achievements. But once again, thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you have had a wonderful evening. If you are looking for anything from my stuff, here are my social medias. You will find me on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram. I don't post as much on Instagram. I'm also on Hive. You can find me at phantomfrance pretty much anywhere. But for today, I think this is a good ending spot for stream. And once again, thank you everybody for joining me. Have a wonderful evening. I will be back on Friday. I'm going to switch my screens real quick. But I will be back on Friday with Sins. We are going to be playing either Monster Camp or Monster Road Trip. Not sure yet. But it is going to be so much fun. I'm super excited. I've been wanting to play like one of those games with somebody for a while. I've been playing solo for the most like last few weeks, but I finally have at least one, possibly two people who are going to join me, maybe more. We'll see. I'm super excited. But yes, my streams for this week have been posted. Today was Dream Daddy. Friday is going to be Monster Camper, Monster Road Trip. And Saturday, we're going to be jumping into some Amnesia. I'm super excited. We're going to start at the beginning with The Dark Descent. I know that I played up until the water monster. I think we're going to start at the beginning again. And we are going to run around and just start at the beginning. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm starting to get tired. I think my adrenaline of being like, with Joseph is finally like tuckering me out. But yeah, so I will hopefully see all of you next time on Friday. Until then, enjoy. I'm going to send a raid over to Bo Place TV. And also, please join me, my friends over at Strangebox tonight. We're going to be talking about space with Nate the Moth. With Nate the Moth and, well, I'm not going to be, but Nate the Moth and CL are going to be chatting about space. It's going to be a lot of fun, and that is at Strangebox. Keep an eye out on Twitter because I will be posting when they go live. And once again, thank you again. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see all of you next time. Bye, everybody.